Ah yes, quite the conundrum. Hey, you can see me on the phone. That's wild. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna teach you how to replace a headlamp or the bright bulb. Now what I did is, I've messed this up before, so I turned on all the lights and I checked all four of them at once and the blinkers, everything, because when you take off this housing here, you take out the whole thing. It's a pain in the butt. The dealership wanted $160 to replace the low beam. It just so happened that I bought two of them a little bit ago. How much did I pay for those? 60 bucks. The bulb is 30. We're gonna save 130 bucks today. Whoa. Watch my video and save $150. Here, let's come into the light where we have better lighting. Is that better? Oh, that's really bright. This is a 2014 Kia Sedona van, and we're replacing the low beam headlight. Here we go. These are the tools you're gonna need. A socket set, a flathead screwdriver, a pair of needle nose pliers, and maybe a Phillips head. That's gonna depend on you, and some really good lighting. And I definitely recommend doing this outside with the garage door open. And this is what you need the needle nose for. So even though that's a Phillips head, you'll notice if I try to turn it, nothing happens. It just goes around and around in circles. So to get these darn things out, you use a flathead and then you put the needle nose underneath and they just pop out. Now you might have to buy some replacements and those can be spendy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of those little buggers. Now you don't need them all in. I mean, if a couple get damaged and you can't replace them, you know, that's gonna be okay. Again, if I can get a good angle with my camera here. There we go. So we did all those and then the final pieces. So this is a big part of what the dealer charges for taking all these out. And you can buy a pack of these little grommet things for about, I think you get 6 for $4 if I did this right. There we go. Now comes the hard part. First time I did this, I did not do it right. See the 2 screws right there? You have to take those off first. If you try to manhandle it and force it, well, you're gonna break it and then you're gonna be out a lot of money. I don't have that good of a memory. Nope, probably 1/4 inch. Yep, there we go. You're gonna want a 10 millimeter. Okay, got all this off. Whew, my radiator needs to be cleaned. Now I just lefty-loosey. We were in Palm Springs last year and both my headlamps went out. And luckily the tool place that we went to loaned me the tools because all I had was this screwdriver. And I ended up using a crescent wrench, and the weather was 100 and, no, I think it was like 90. It was in April. You know what? You know, I get in video mode, we didn't need to take these off. So that's how you take those off. That's why I used the blue tape. Dang, nabbit. But whether you're replacing either the passenger side or the driver's side, you still have to take off that whole plate. All right, let's do the right side. Man, I put the piece of tape there and everything. And when in doubt, just use your fingers. So again, in case you missed it, on the 2014, it's a 10 millimeter socket head. Okay, put those in the tray. Let's see if this just slides out. Okay, you want to be really careful not to force it. There we go. And remember where we marked it? Because, yeah. So this is the high beam, this is the low beam. If you can get, yeah, you can't get your hand back in there. So this part's important. You just turn that, turn this to the left, take out the bulb, and then, let's see, this is an H111B. Crap, am I gonna have to buy a new one? Do not touch the bulb with your fingers. If you do, bad things happen and you'll ruin the bulb. All right, I had to double check. This is the old one, this is the new one. They are the same model number. Whew. I thought I had an extra high beam. Anyway, so now, remember, do not touch. This is the old one, so it doesn't matter. If you touch that part right there, you're gonna ruin the bulb. Do not get your fingers on the actual bulb. So now just carefully put it in there. And then this part goes up, the little prongs right there. Hopefully the camera is getting that. There we go. Make sure it clicks. And then before you put this whole thing together, test the lights. Ah, where are my keys? 10 minutes, new record. I took the keys out because I thought I was going to get shocked or something. Oh yeah! That's what I'm talking about. And to avoid shock. There. So now, put back on the cap, because this prevents water from getting in. Put back on the other cap. And then gently, so you can see, this is the third time I have to replace these every year. So now just slide that back in, like so. Line up the bolts, the holes. Put this on. Tighten them with your fingers as much as you can. It's always faster. Plus, it's a good workout for your forearms. Do not over tighten. There we go. One little, there. That's in, baby. Now, put that aside. Put this back on. So it goes with the rubber stoppers. The holes should align quite nicely. And then see right there, that snaps in. Snaps in. Oh, this goes underneath. There we go. So this is the part where I was telling you, you pop these out. And then you put them back in like so. Yep, like so. And then when you put this back in, it pops that back out and adheres it. So I'll just do a couple of these to show you how. So again, push that through. Put the plastic little wings right there. Feed it on in. If you have to, you can take that out. There we go. Yeah, sometimes they get damaged. Mostly, I figured out I can use these about twice and then I have to replace them. There we go. And then we'll do, you definitely want these corners with the screw in, because you don't want this flapping around. There we go. And we'll do one more for show. So again, push that out. And yes, you are going to get your hands dirty, but hey, saving 130 bucks. Now, if you have to change both lights, I don't know how much it's going to be, but it's going to be more than 160. And that was a quote as of this week, July 15th, 2022. There we go. Now we finish the rest of those, and then we're done. So we'll just do time lapse for the rest. And I'll play some nice music from one of my favorite artists, Lift Operator. Take it away, Zach. And that's it. We are done. In total, with filming and explaining, that took me 15 minutes. I don't know about you, I don't make $130 in 15 minutes. Maybe another decade. And man, is it hot. So again, let's recap here. Step number 1, go to the store and find the right bulb that you need. Don't buy the cheapest. They don't last as long. This brand, this Silver Star brand, that was the one that was in here. This one lasted me April to July, so 15 months, you know, and we drive a lot at night, and sometimes we just forget and have the headlights on during the day, but it was worth it. So step 1, buy the right bulb. Step 2, get out your tools, Phillips head, needle nose, flathead screwdriver, and a size 10 millimeter socket set. Next step, take off this grid by popping those up. Next, undo the right headlamp. In this case, it was the driver's side, and I used a piece of painter's tape so I wouldn't forget. Once you take out that housing, gently, I can't emphasize that enough because I almost broke this a couple years ago because I was trying to hurry. Yeah, don't hurry. Take an extra few minutes and gently pull that out after you've removed both of those bolts. That part's really important, both bolts. And then do not touch the bulb. This is the old one, so I can touch it. Don't touch this, you'll ruin it. So you can see how it's all broken right there. And then take off the cap, put in the new one. Again, not touching the glass. Even if you have gloves on, if you have grease on the gloves and you touch the glass, ruined. And there goes 30 to 40 bucks. Some of these lights are 60 bucks. And test the light before you put everything back together, and then that's it. You're done. Congratulations, you've just saved $130. Maybe more if you're in a state like, I would imagine New York or California would be more. Here in Utah, it was 130 bucks. Well, thank you so much for watching. And yes, I'm going to recycle that. And let me know if you have any questions. This is the 7th headlight I've had to replace. I don't think I've ever paid someone to do it, but yeah. And again, this is a 2014 Kia Sedona. And that's it. I'll see you again with another instructional video, probably in about 12 to 15 months. If the headlights burn out and there's a change, or the high beams, pretty much the same thing. You just pulled out of the other socket, but it really helps to do painter tape, because then, anyway, maybe you have a good memory. You don't need painter's tape, but it's wonderful. And yeah, I'm going to recycle this bulb. Goodbye for now. See ya.